If you think you need millions of cedis to start poultry farming in Ghana, wait until you see the real cost of raising just 500 birds in 2026. Many people want to start poultry farming, but most of them are confused by different numbers online. In this video, I'll explain the realistic cost, step by step, using Ghana-based figures, so you can decide if you're truly ready to start. Before we start, let me be clear. This breakdown is for beginners, small-scale farmers, people starting with 500 birds, using simple but proper management. No luxury buildings, no shortcuts, just realistic planning. Cost 1. Day-old chicks. Let's start with the most important thing, the birds themselves. In Ghana, as of 2026, the price of day-old chicks depends on the type of bird. For broilers, the average price is around 15 to 18 Ghana cedis per chick. For layers, it's slightly lower, around 14 to 17 Ghana cedis per chick. To avoid underestimating or overestimating, let's use a safe average. If we use 16 Ghana cedis per chick and you want to start with 500 birds, that means 500 multiplied by 16, 8,000 Ghana cedis. So, for day-old chicks alone, you should budget about 8,000 Ghana cedis. Cost 2. Housing. Now, let's talk about housing. For 500 birds, you do not need a fancy poultry building. You don't need expensive designs or modern equipment. What you need is a simple but proper structure. Something made with wood or blocks, zinc roofing, wire mesh, and good ventilation. This kind of housing is enough to keep your birds safe, healthy, and productive. In Ghana, as of 2026, building this type of simple poultry house can cost anywhere between 5,000 and 8,000 Ghana cedis, depending on material prices and location. To stay on the safe side, let's budget 6,500 Ghana cedis for housing. Cost 3. Feed, the biggest expense. Feed is the highest cost in poultry farming. For broilers, each bird eats about 4 to 5 kilograms of feed from start to finish. For 500 birds, you will need roughly 2,200 to 2,500 kilograms of feed. In 2026, the average price of poultry feed in Ghana is expected to be around 4.5 to 5 Ghana cedis per kilogram. To be realistic and safe, let's use an average total feed cost of 12,000 Ghana cedis. This is where many beginners make mistakes, so feeding must be planned carefully. Cost 4. Medication and vaccination. This part is not optional. You will need vaccines, vitamins, dewormers, basic treatment drugs. These help prevent diseases that can wipe out your birds. In Ghana, the realistic cost for medication and vaccination for 500 birds in 2026 is around 1,500 to 2,000 Ghana cedis. To be safe, let's budget 1,800 Ghana cedis. Cost 5. Equipment and utilities. Next is equipment. This includes feeders, drinkers, brooders, charcoal or electricity, water containers. For 500 birds, this can cost between 2,000 and 2,500 Ghana cedis. Let's use 2,200 Ghana cedis as a realistic estimate. Total estimated capital. Summary. Now let's add everything together. Day-old chicks, 8,000. Housing, 6,500. Feed, 12,000. Medication, 1,800. Equipment and utilities, 2,200. That brings the total to roughly 30,000 to 32,000 Ghana cedis. Important truth, don't skip this. You don't need all this money at once, but you must plan ahead, especially for feed and medication. Most farmers don't fail because they started small. They fail because they started without a plan. So now you know the truth. Starting 500 birds poultry farming in Ghana in 2026 does not require millions, but it does require planning, patience, and discipline. If you want more honest poultry farming content, subscribe to The Practical Farmer. Because here, we don't just talk about farming, we explain it properly.